Sports fans, we know you've seen Point 3's awesome basketball gear in our encore demos before, and for a limited time, you can order special edition BBallBreakdown shorts. These shorts guarantee to keep your hands dry all game long with their way cool moisture control panels, and when you show up on the court repping BBallBreakdown, your defender will get out of your way. Don't forget, this is for a limited time only, so get yours before they're all gone. Hey sports fans, if you're like me, there's nothing better than watching a fast-paced offense whip the ball around for great shots. With that in mind, let's dive into the genius that is the Mavericks offense by checking out some deep stats. Currently, they're ranked first in offensive rating, and historically, only 21 other teams have ever finished higher. Passing-wise, they stand out as one of the best passing teams by any metric you apply. But these are just the numbers. How about some video? Let's jump right in with a set designed to get Dirk open for a shot by having him screen the ball on the left side as misdirection, only to have him come up the right side off a double pin down to get a jumper. This is a great call when they want to get the German a catch within 15 feet of the basket, where he can ISO if he doesn't have the catch and shoot. Next up is some pinch post action, which again is misdirection for the good stuff on the weak side. A double pin down for Monta. However, that's misdirection too, as Chandler steps down and screens for Dirk on the pop out for the shot. Sometimes Monta can curl and then help out on the down screen for Dirk to make sure he gets open, which is very selfless of Monta to do. And they even get Tyson Chandler into the act as he does his Dirk impersonation on this good-looking shot using the hop no less. In fact, the Mavs like to use this pinch post action to kick off many of their sets. Here, they swing into pick and roll for Monta, giving him the entire right side of the floor to work with. Great spacing, and the extra passing is beautiful. It's always a good idea to involve your two best offensive players in action together, and here's more pinch post where Dirk's gravity can open up easy shots for Monta Ellis. This could be my favorite set they run, and it starts like Princeton or D'Antoni with a handoff at the wing. Notice how the alignment completely opens up the key, and the genius is that it keeps the weak side defender, Trevor Ariza, so occupied he never even knew he was supposed to rotate down, and Chandler gets a free trip for the alley. On this play, Rudy Gay does recognize that he's the help and is able to take away Chandler's roll to the rim. So the next progression is to kick out to Parsons, who attacks the closeout and gets an easy finger roll at the rim. Here's a variation where they weave twice before finding Chandler in the high post, and this lets Monta go to work, using his speed and quickness to get open and his expert finishing ability at the rim. They run the same play here, and it morphs into horns for a second, where they can suck the defense in and kick it. Another great use of the split foot hop by Chandler to blow by his man for the layup. Of course, they also run straight horns as well, using it to get Monta attacking out of the corners to get in the lane, where he can then generate shots for his teammates. They like to use the pick and roll to initiate horns, as well as the pass to the corner, then screen for him. This side-to-side action opens up a lot of different kind of shots. I wanted to take a moment to admire their passing and, more importantly, everyone's willingness to share the ball to get the best shot possible. These shots could all be misses, but I'm sure Coach Carlisle wouldn't mind since they're open and out of their main offensive philosophy to get that ball moving. Dallas also utilizes early pick and roll offense as well as anybody before the defense has a chance to get set. Generally, they fill the corners, then jump right into a ball screen with Chandler. They don't even have to use the screen as the weak side has no chance on this lob, and if they do cover up the roll man with rotation, Monta is now spotting up for the short corner three. And if the point guard can get to the rim, the weak side corner doesn't have to spot up, as Parsons makes a nice baseline speed cut for the layup. Dragging Dirk over for the quick ball screen opens up more for Monta since Dirk's man isn't leaving him. The Mavericks also flow early into double ball screens with Dirk, something that used to get Dirk open for all sorts of easy threes, but now clears up plenty of space for lobs to their bigs. And if Monta gets the screens early in the offense, it generates open looks both for the perimeter and in the open space created by both big men starting so high. And while Dirk isn't the focal point of these sets, he gets to operate like a typical big man role player and get some easy looks on the roll. Another one of my favorite sets starts with a shuffle cut when the weak side wing gets a backscreen and Monta finds Dirk on a nifty pass for the layup. By bringing Tyson Chandler up above the free throw line and backscreening with the guard, it forces the defense to sag back to protect against the cut, opening up easy mid-range jumpers. And they get some flex action out of this. After the point guard backscreens, he gets a pin down from Tyson Chandler, and this now has two main options. Either the strong side corner getting two screens along the baseline for the three-pointer, or flex action on the weak side when Parsons screens, then gets the pin down from Monta, spots up, and then finds Ellis for the shot at the rim after pulling the defense way out of position. While Dirk is getting less post-ups this year, he's still finishing 20% of his possessions down there, and they basically set a simple cross screen for him to get open, where he can do his series of herky-jerky moves. If he doesn't get the shot, the cross screener then gets a pin down for an easy shot near the top of the key. And if the shot is covered, this neatly flows into a pick and roll. And look at that, Dirk gets the three anyway.